I'm at the corner of Railway Road and Evans Street, and we can see the first phase of the Safe Active Street over here seems to be largely complete. So they've got speed cushions down, you can see all the line marking they've done. They've got the nice big Safe Active Streets blue pavement markings down on the street, and the speed limit's been dropped to 30 kilometres an hour. If we look down the street, it's hard to see from here, but there's a number of additional speed humps like this one, and they've all been put in place and line marked as well. So we're going to go up the far end and see what progress is like. We're now at Derby Road, and they haven't started work on this intersection yet. So what they're going to do here is they're going to scrape off, they're going to put in a red crossing here as well. So they still need to, well, I understand they are, so they still need to come back and scrape off all the asphalt around here and replace it with a raised red cushion. So at the moment, all these pram ramps still have temporary bits of bitumen there. And you can see they're going to put in a raised red thing, probably about that big. It'll be interesting to see what they do with these crossings through here. There's 4 gaps between the trees. Looks like they're not going to widen them at all. Whether they're going to put rails in that'll narrow them, we shall see. But this one here is certainly nice and wide. Now over there it says road closed, local traffic only. I doubt that's the case here on a Sunday, but they might have just forgotten to take the sign away. Guess we'll know in a minute. Now, this is the first intersection at Waverley Street. You see they've put down the, you can see where those white lines are, there's the join between the black and the red asphalt. And they've done it on all the way around this kind of dogleg intersection, which is quite good. These ramps blend beautifully into the road surface now. It just looks like a lovely job in all directions. The what do we call it? The ramp angle isn't that steep, so we'll see how it goes at slowing down drivers. When I was in Subi yesterday, I saw a driver go flying into a roundabout that was treated like this, and there was not enough of a bump, I guess you'd call it, at the start to really slow them down. And I think sometimes I need to be a little bit more aggressive with the ramp angles to really get the speeds down towards closer to 30 kilometres an hour. Now this is Hensman Road, where you can see there's a cut through for cyclists and pedestrians, but drivers can't continue on up the street there, and they can't go from there down to here. Now thankfully what they've done here, I don't know if you can see it, but there's some white stripes on the road just over there. That's a speed hump, and so it's going to slow drivers down coming into this curve, and on the other side over there there's another speed hump, which is great, because what I have experienced through here before they put them in is drivers coming in here just a bit too fast, and so when you're trying to go from along there, get across there and etc., they can be going a bit quick for to be safe. And I can see just over there on the other side of the trees, there's also a hump there, and there's a hump there looking into the sun. So we'll see how this treatment works in reality once it's all completed and we see some cars on it. Are they going to slow down sufficiently? We're now one intersection further up at Rosalie, and here you can see the speed hump. It doesn't look like much, it's deceptively flat. I guess that's where the sun is at the moment, and the colour of the asphalt and stuff like that. It'll probably stand out more when it's got the permanent line markings on it. But trust me, there is in fact a speed hump there. But like I said, will it slow drivers down sufficiently to get them close to 30 kilometres an hour? We shall see. Only time will tell. And here's the final one at the corner of Arthur Street, where again they've done a treatment over the intersection. It's probably a bit of overkill having to put a hump in here, because that's a dead-end road. I don't know how many drivers are going to get up to high speed between that turnaround thing there and this intersection, but hey, I guess it means it's consistent. So yeah, like I said, I hope this treatment is really going to make it 30 kilometres an hour. Now I haven't seen any change to the speed signs through here. I didn't see any. And obviously they haven't got the Safe Active Street symbology pavement markings down on the roads yet. I guess that'll come later. But certainly, look, all these interfaces between the red asphalt and the pram ramps are beautiful. They've done a really good job there. And I guess we'll see how this scrubs up in a few weeks, but this looks like the majority of the roadworks are now complete. And here we are at Roberts Road and Saw Ave. And for some weird reason, they've resurfaced this section in red asphalt, and then they've left a section that's original, maybe about 30 metres, and then it's red asphalt at the intersection. I don't know why they just didn't resurface the whole thing down to the intersection and be done with it. Would have looked much nicer. But certainly, you know, this is a nice entrance way into the Safe Active Street, that's for sure. And it's going to look good when there's the big Safe Active Street logo here. Things they really do need to sort out is this road crossing here. It's a bit of a disaster. The biggest problem is drivers coming out of Saw Avenue on the other side of the road there, who are turning left for them, that is going that way, have a tendency to not give way when you're crossing the road here. So where that pedestrian couple are coming out now, when you cross, well, particularly going in the other direction, drivers don't like, well, they just don't seem to look ahead and see that you're crossing towards them and that they need to give way. I've almost been clobbered here a couple of times. So they really need to put in a pedestrian slash bicycle lantern here, and probably a red left turn arrow for drivers exiting out of Kings Park. But that's another project, and that's a problem for main roads, not for the people doing this project. Right, that's it.